Hey, teacher, thank you so much for providing us with this opportunity of analyzing this time song. The song which I chose for this activity is Kiss from a Rose from the singer, the author Seal. Um, this the approach which I chose for this activity is a psychological one. So we're going to talk about some symbolism, or I'm going to talk about some symbolism and attitude, some psychological aspects like emotions and feelings present throughout the song. First of all, the song suggests that the author of this Kiss from a Rose Hill might feel lonely. He's trying to reach another person. His love is constantly asking questions to get some validation and sympathy. Maybe that's a feeling I get. I identify myself with this song because I can get lonely or I can feel lonely sometimes. And everyone can feel that way. Also, how a person can change that. And when with that I mean another person can make you feel that you're not lonely anymore. That person can represent the light in the middle of the darkness or hope in the middle of despair. Loneliness or to be alone is not actually mentioned in the song, but the author mentions some things like a tower in the middle of nothing, in the middle of the sea, snow and gray. That could function like rain and darkness. That also are some mm, things that we normally relate to loneliness. On the other hand, we have mentions of light, rose, and a kiss that mean a change in the attitude. There's company and there's love. What we know about the author is that he had a rough childhood. He was abandoned by his biological parents when he was a baby, and he had to be taken care of by some foster parents for 4 years. Then he was again with his biological parents, but his biological mother abandoned him. So he was left out with his father, who actually was a very aggressive and troubled person. So growing up with him was not easy at all. And also he has lupus, which is an immune disease, a chronic disease that affects some functions of his body. And also one physical aspect that he's known by is because of his scars. He has some scars on his face that are result of the lupus disease. Um, some symbolism in the song are again the snow, gray, the tower in the middle of nothing that could represent how loneliness feels. Maybe this has something to do with his childhood and with some of his previous um, cataclysmic events. I think that's the way you say it. And also, he refers to love of getting high without taking the pill. So this is very important. He does mention many things about love and how a kiss can mean a light in the middle of darkness. I think the author feels a primary desire of being in company of someone, of being with his love. So let's remember that this is an unconscious feeling that we have. We feel lonely because the human being is a social being uh, by nature. So he feels this primary desire, which he wants to fulfill. I don't know if maybe in a selfish or in an honest way. And he's trying to get this company by declaring true love and by declaring um, that he needs this validation and he needs the response of the questions he makes throughout the song. This is my short analysis. I hope it's complete and I hope it's easy to understand. And again, thank you so much for providing us with this opportunity to learn something new. Goodbye and see you next time, teacher.